It's the book of Genesis, chapter 49, and verse 18. I have waited for thy salvation, O Yahweh. Verse 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Ka'al Elohim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakah HaKodash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Rule well, been a great example to his younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessing to the hopeful elect. Lord willing, this is an edifying lesson. And the title of this lesson is going to be True Justice is Coming. For who? The Lord's chosen people. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native and Seminole Indians, so to speak. You know, the 12 tribes of Israel. True justice and righteousness is coming for those people, you know. But within that, judgment is coming for those people as well, because we not Indians. We not indigenous, you know, what you can call them indigenous people. But this is not our homeland, you know, for you so-called Indians, so to speak. In which all the 10 tribes, wasn't no the so-called Latinos, Hispanics, they all were called Indians when the white man came over here, you know. But who held the term really was Gad, the North American Indian, so to speak. They still are being called that, you know, Indians. But let's get into this article. I mean, this poem by Susan B. Bates, and her middle initial ain't in there, but that's, if you ever looking for the poem, it's Susan B. Bates. But it's Susan Bates, the story of Thanksgiving. The real story of Thanksgiving. The real story of Thanksgiving. Innocent Native American people were killed by the British, and we are the Israelites. We ain't no goddamn Native American, you know, and we not Indians. We are the Israelites. And Native American and Seminole Indian, so-called Native Americans would be the tribe of Gad, and so-called Simeon, you know, the Seminole Indians were the tribe of Reuben. But let's get into this story. It say the story began in 1614 when a band of English explorers sailed home to England with a ship full of pump I think it's Peacock, because that's a video I'm gonna play, Lord willing. Indian I don't know how you say it. I think it's Pequot Indian. It's something like that. But we're gonna play a video and they gonna say the names. But full of Indians, Native American tribes bound for slavery. And that sound like what? The curses. They left behind smallpox with which virtually wiped out those who had escaped. And so the smallpox killed a lot of so-called Indians that escaped when when those Edomites came over here, because we're gonna call them what they are, Edomites. They say of those who escaped. By the time the Pilgrims arrived in Massachusetts Bay, they found only one living Pequot Indian. I think I'm saying it right, but I could be way off. Well, one living Indian had that tribe, a man named Squanto, who had survived slavery in England and knew their language. He he taught them how to grow corn and to fish and negotiate a peace treaty between the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag nation. It say at the end of their first year, the Pilgrim held a great feast honoring Squanto and the Wampanoag Wampano Wampanoags. Forgive me. I think it's Wampanoag. You don't say it like that. We gonna get how you actually say it. It say, but as word spread in England about the paradise to be found in the New World, religious zealots called Puritans, vocab. Let me stop. Puritan, a member of a group of English Protestants of the late 16th and 17th century who regarded the reformation of the Church of England under Elizabeth as incomplete and sought to simplify the regulation forms of worship. A person with censorious moral beliefs, especially about pleasure and sex, which are these so-called Christians. Puritans are the Catholic and the basically Edomite Christians. Religious zealots called Puritans, English Protestants of the late 16th and 17th century. This what the Christians, you know, the horrible acts, the heinous, atrocious acts of these so-called Christians, you know. English Protestant reform of the church under Elizabeth I, which I just read that in that definition. It say began arriving by the boatload, finding no fences around the land, so they came to steal, man. It say they finding no fences around the land. They considered it to be in the public domain. Joined by other British settlers, they seized land, capturing strong young natives for slaves and killing the rest. But the Pequot nation, I think this Pequot, I don't know what that, but we gonna get it in the video. I think he was saying those names. But the Pequot nation had not agreed to the peace treaty. Squanto had negotiated and they fought back. The Pequot War was one of the bloodiest Indian native tribe. The Pequot War was one of the bloodiest Indian native tribe war ever fought. In 1637, near present-day Groton, Connecticut, over 700 men, women, and children of the Pequot tribe had gathered to their annual Green Corn Festival, which is our Thanksgiving celebration. In the pre-dawn hours, the sleeping Indians were surrounded by English and Dutch mercenaries, Christians. Let me stop. which they were Christians. They considered themselves to be Christians, followers of Jesus the Christ, you know, which these people were Edomites and they are the devil, man. Um, Professional soldiers, that's basically what mercenary mean, who ordered them to come outside. Those who came out were shot or clubbed to death, while the terrified women and children who huddled inside the longhouse were burned alive. The next day, the governor of Massachusetts Bay Colony declared a day of Thanksgiving because 700 unarmed men, women, and children had been murdered. So this is the origin of Thanksgiving. This is what it all go back to. This is why this holiday is celebrated. And you Negro, Latinos, and Native American, you constantly want to follow after the ways of these heathens, celebrate this shit, do all these customs, and not hearken and repent and turn back to the Lord. You getting ready to meet your doom. The Lord is gonna come, uh, uh, bring forth true justice. Yahweh Shai is getting ready to come with true justice and judgment in the earth, man. And you Negroes, Latinos, and Native American gonna get caught up in the left-hand side of the Lord's judgment, man. And those who repent and turn back to him, Lord willing, we're part of that number. We gonna receive judgment, but judgment from the right-hand side and justice, you know. It say, cheered by their victory, the brave colonists and their Indian ally attacked village after village. Women and children over 14 were sold into slavery while the rest were murdered. Boats loaded with as many as 500 slaves regularly left the ports of New England. They wasn't leaving with Africans, so-called Africans, which is the Southern Kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. You know, they wasn't leaving the Americas with so-called Negroid slaves. They were leaving the Americas, hence the transatlantic slave trade, with so-called Indian. You know, with the Northern Kingdom. This is the land where Judah and Israel were oppressed together, the northern and the southern kingdom. What you should be sold into Egypt again with ships. By the way, wherever I've spoken to thee. This is that land, man. Which America is the modern day Egypt, but they was being shipped over, across the pond to England and shit. Being sold, over there for servants. You know. But they just show you that all the tribes were being sold in slavery. Everywhere those Edomites went and conquered, the people who they were conquering, which is the Israelites, were getting captured and put into slavery, man. It's just simple as that. That's Esau M.O. Free labor, slave labor. He captured, gonna rape and kill, steal, kill, and destroy. And then those who he can put as slaves, he gonna make them slaves, man. And he shipped us all over the world. From the islands, when he went into the Hispaniola, when he went into those islands, he wasn't just killing them. The young ones, they sent them into slavery, man. I'm gonna start back in the top of this paragraph. Cheered by their victory, the brave colonists, and they wasn't shit brave about these devils, man. Fucking devils. The brave colonists and their Indian allies attacked village after village, and the Lord gonna kill you niggas, man. The Lord gonna kill you niggas, you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans who making pacts with these fucking devils, man. Here it is. You help the devil fuck over your own people. That's why the Lord say, never trust thy enemy. For like as iron resteth, so do his fucking wickedness. And you gonna see it at the end of this, man. You dumb niggas, man. And that's the same thing happening in this truth. You niggas trusting your enemy, man. Joining yourself under Esau. Trying to be buddy with this nigga, man. Fuck these people, man. Lord getting ready to kill these Edomite Christians, man. Lord getting ready to take all these Edomites out, man. And they ass going to captivity. And you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans who want to make friends and peace with these motherfuckers. The Lord say ain't no peace to the wicked. These people going into captivity ain't nothing nobody can do to get them out of it. Jesus Christ ain't gonna save you fucking people, man. Donald Trump ain't gonna save you people, man. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers, the DuPonts, the international bankers, they not gonna be able to save you people from what the Lord getting ready to bring. And they ain't trying to save your motherfucking ass anyway, man. It's a lot. It's a cheered by their victory. The brave colonists and their Indian allies attacked village after village. Women and children over 14 were sold into slavery while the rest were murdered. Boatload with a many as 500 slaves regularly left the ports of New England. Um, Bounties were paid for Indian scalps to encourage as many deaths as possible. These are heinous acts done by Puritans, man. By these so-called Christians, these Catholics, these Edomites who came over here pushing Christianity, man. That's why we tell our people that Christianity shit some bullshit. The Bible, now when you say in the Bible some BS, we say Christianity. In the Edomite teaching of the Bible. They not the authorities of this book. We are. And we here to proudly proclaim that, starting with, Abba on down to the apostles on down to his young brothers, man. And Lord willing, the Lord keep the spirit upon us to continue to push this word until the end. And you people gonna soon realize who the Lord dealing with. And it ain't just no TD motherfucking Jakes, man. A Creflo Dollar. Or that one Edomite. Mega pastor. It's a following an especially successful raid against the Pequot in the what is now Stamford, Connecticut. The churches announced a second day of Thanksgiving to celebrate the victory over the heathen savages. And you fucking people was the fucking savages, man. How the hell were they savages and they were peaceful? Peaceful unto you. All the tribes. Y'all was the one coming over here saying, oh, these some nice people. They gonna be easy to take. Y'all the fucking savages, man. You fucking crackers. Y'all came over here, you Edomite, so-called white people. If you don't know what an Edomite is by now. You crackers. Y'all are the true savage heathens, man. And the Lord gonna show that when he return. And Gad, the truth shall overcome you, but we gonna overcome in the end, man. Why? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, nothing of our own power. The Lord gonna come back and take this devil down. That's how we gonna overcome at the last, man. The Lord say he gonna gather up 12,000 out of each tribe. So like 12,000 out of each tribe. And Gad was one of those tribes. So that's overcoming at the last, man. And we getting ready to reign over you devils, man. And we gonna have a day of Thanksgiving. We gonna be giving thanks to Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai for taking our enemies down once more. And once and for all. Because there ain't gonna be no rising up again, man. It says celebrating the victory over the heathen savages. During the feast The hacked off heads of natives were kicked through the streets like soccer balls. Even the friendly Wampanoag did not escape the madness. Yeah, so them fucking sellouts, they ain't escaped the madness. Their chiefs, their chief was beheaded and his head impaled on a pole in Plymouth, Massachusetts, where it remained on display for 24 years. So Esau, which they did what they was supposed to do, being that they were of a other nation and they were conquering their enemies, man, so to speak. But they ain't realized they understood who they were dealing with. I'm finna say they ain't real. Yes, the fuck they did. They knew they were touching the Lord's chosen people. It wasn't a mystery to them who the so-called Native Americans was. They knew we were the Israelites when they came over here. They knew they were encountering the Israelites. It say the killing became more and more frenzied and increased, with days of Thanksgiving feasts being held after each successful massacre. George Washington finally suggested that only one day of Thanksgiving per year be set aside instead of celebrating each and every massacre. Later, Abraham Lincoln declared, who? The one who freed the slaves? Man, fuck all these devils, man. Abraham Lincoln declared Thanksgiving to be a legal national holiday, a heathen custom during the Civil War. On the same day, he ordered troops to march against the starving Sioux in Minnesota. Sioux in Minnesota. Man, look, day coming, man. The day coming where true justice, true justice is coming, which is Yahweh Shai. And he gonna go forth conquering to conquer. You know? And he gonna all his enemies gonna be under his foot, man. People celebrating this shit. Then you tell a nigga what the shit is, they still don't give a fuck. Why, man, fuck our people, man. The Lord gotta do what he gotta do to them. People through, man. It say this story doesn't have quite the same fuzzy feeling associated with it as the one where the Indians and the Pilgrims were all sitting down together at a big feast. But we need to learn our true history so it won't ever be repeated. Next Thanksgiving, when you are gathered with your loved ones to thank God for all your blessings, and these people were basically thanking they God because they wasn't thanking Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. They was thanking they God for victory over who? They enemies, man. For all your blessings. Think about those people who only wanted to live their lives and raise their families. They also took time out to say thank you to Creator for all their blessings. Which that's the point of that's the poem from Susan B. Bates, and basically just going into the true origins of Thanksgiving. That's what this day go back to. Then tomorrow they gonna call it indigenous people. Man, fuck all that. Hey man, Lord finna fuck you Edomites up. No, don't think you motherfuckers finna escape, man. National Indigenous Day. These motherfuckers giving you goddamn holidays and shit. Which Columbus Day. You know, Juneteenth, all this old dumbass shit, and you niggas eat it up. Ooh, Massa gave us a holiday. Stupid ass niggas, man. That Lord finna fuck you people up, man. This the book of Genesis 49 and 19. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. Yeah, and we were overcame by a troop, and that was the U.S. cavalry. You know, slaughtering the Gadites left and right. Seminole Indians left and right. But they gonna overcome at the last. This is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 1. Woe to them that devise of iniquity and work of evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands. They covet fields and take them by violence, and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man in his house, even a man in his heritage. And who done that? You so-called Edomites, man. This is the perfect example of it. Going when you conquered the so-called North American Indians, which are the tribe of Gad. And it was Gad in North America. Gad, you had Reuben, Issachar, you know, in the North Americas. The same people you tell, no, you illegal alien. They were here first, man. The Aztecs, the Mayans, the Incas. Those were the Israelites, man. They were here before you fucking crackers came over here. And y'all stole the land, then put imaginary lines all over the goddamn place. You know? And told them they was illegal aliens. But the Lord got something special coming for you fucking Edomites, man. You think the Lord did something to his people, but wait till the Lord do what he finna do to you, because the cup is going to pass over to you, man. This is the book of Ezekiel chapter 35 and verse 1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. And Mount Seir represents you fucking Edomites. You so-called white people. You are Mount Seir. You are the Edomites that the Bible speak of. If I said so-called Edomites, I meant you Edomites. You so-called white people, because you are the Edomites. You are Mount Seir. You are so-called white people. You're not white. You're the Edomites. You're red. You lack pigment. You lack melanin. They say, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, verse 2, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. And that's what we do day in and day out, week in, week out. We prophesying against Mount Seir and say unto it, thus saith the Lord, Yahweh, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee. The Lord is against you fucking crackers, man. You devils, the Lord is against you. And all you other nations, man, you Hamites, so-called Africans, and a lot of our people are scattered amongst Africans, but we are not Africans. And Esau know that. You Moabites, you Ishmaelites, you Elamites, Amalekites, Ammonites, because you Amalekites are Edomites. I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. See, the Lord finna fuck you Edomites up. America will be destroyed. Russia going down. The UK, France, Belgium, Germany, all these Edomite established lands, all the heathen, man, again, we're getting ready to fucking go down. But you Edomites are gonna be most desolate, and America gonna be totally destroyed without inhabitants. This is never gonna be inhabited by man again. Verse 4 say, I will lay thy cities waste, and thou shalt be desolate. Thou shalt know that I am the Lord, Yahweh. Verse 5 is the point, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, and hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword, in the time of their calamities, in the time of their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, saith Yahweh power, or thus said I live, saith Yahweh, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. It's saying blood shall pursue thee. Sittest thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate, and cut off from it him that passeth out, and him that returneth. Yeah, so the Lord finna make Mount Seir is ultimately talking about America. Modern day Mount Seir is America. The Lord finna destroy this place, man. Let me get another precept. Let me find it real quick. Sluggy on the tab. Bear with me. It's Numbers. Let's go Numbers 35. I think it's Numbers. I ain't got to search it. Look. Numbers 35. 33 or 33 and 35. I think 35, 33. This is the book of Numbers in the NLT, verse 35 and verse 33. This will ensure that the land where you live will not be polluted, for murder pollutes the land, and no sacrifice except the execution of the murderer can purify the land for murder. So you fucking devils is about to fucking pay, man. And call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai for that, man. You fucking devils ain't escaping the goddamn thing, man. You motherfuckers finna get y'all ass kicked. Y'all think y'all finna set up a goddamn new world order and all this old stupid ass shit. Man, y'all motherfuckers finna go head first into captivity, man. You know, with fiery foots in your ass, man. Sideways, man. Knee deep. Assholes and elbows continually into the Sabbath. You working hard. No you ain't gonna have no motherfucking bulldozers and no goddamn cranes and no goddamn hand saws and chainsaw, no shovels and that. Man, we gonna work the motherfucking, man. All right, you devils just you sit y'all stupid ass and just keep on doing moving. You can do it. Like what that was, water boy. You can do it. And shit, hey, y'all gonna fulfill everything y'all think y'all gonna fulfill. Just keep working hard at it. Speed up, matter of fact. You know? Y'all can upset the prophecy. You fucking Rothschilds, Rockefellers, you international bankers, you top elite 1%, you know, who sit on the throne, you know, running the earth like you God. Hurry up, you know. Get your new world under all the way established. Implement your mark. Do what you got to do, man. Establish your one world order so the Lord can come back and fuck you up, man. Which is all on the Lord's time. You niggas ain't control of a goddamn thing. The Lord is in control. The king heart is in the hand of the Lord, and he do what he want with it. You know, the Lord gonna get you, man. Y'all know that. Don't play crazy. You know you finna get fucked up. This Numbers chapter 35 in the KJV. Reading one more time. What I would think, but it's all good. It say, so Numbers 35, 33. So ye shall not pollute the land wherein ye are, For blood defileth the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed them. And we read these precepts in time to Esau because what? He run around the earth calling himself a Puritan, a Christian. A Christian supposed to be a follower of the Messiah, a follower of the anointed. You know? So you claiming yourself that you taking hold to this book in the righteousness and the establishing of the law and of the Lord, guess what? You're gonna be judged by the book, man. You finna be judged by this very same book you ran around the earth with, portraying that you knew, adding and taking from the scriptures, changing shit, and implementing Jesus, and knowing damn well that ain't the name of the Lord, knowing damn well the letter J is a letter y'all made up, man. That don't even go back to Greek or a no ancient language. It's a new letter, you know. But you devils finna pay, man. This Obadiah chapter 1 and verse, which is only one chapter, verse 10. Obadiah verse 10. And I'm going to read it in the NLT. It reads, because of the violence you did to your close relatives. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. This Obadiah, I'm going to read it in KJV first. This Obadiah chapter 1 and verse 9. I'm going to read 9 and 10. It say, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed, to the end that everyone of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. For the violence against thy brother Jacob, shame shall cover thee, and thou shalt be cut off forever. Reading it in the NLT, it say, the mightiest warriors of Teman will be terrified, and everyone on the mountains of Edom will be cut down in the slaughter. Lord finna fuck you people up, man. Verse 10, because of the violence and this Edom violence against Israel. It say, speaking to Edom, the message of the whole chapter is to Edom. That's what you need to be reading, you Edomites, you so-called white people. This what you need to be reading, Obadiah. And this the Lord message to you fucking devils, man. Because of the violence you did to your close relatives in Israel, and we are close relatives to these Edomites, how? Because our forefather Jacob, which later name was changed to Israel, and you Edomites forefather Esau were twin brothers. So we cousins. Close first cousin type shit. Let me stop playing. But we like first cousin. If on a nation's stance. You know? It say because of the violence you did to your close relatives in Israel, you will be filled with shame and destroyed forever. So that's what's getting ready to happen. You finna be filled with shame, and you finna be destroyed forever. Regular Revelation 13 and 9, it say, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth in the captivity shall go into captivity. And he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here's the patience and the faith of the saints. NLT, if anyone with an ear hear should listen and understand. Anyone who is destined For prison will be taken to prison. Anyone destined to die by the sword will die by the sword. This means that God's holy people must endure persecution patiently. Nah, no, that don't mean that. That mean you Edomite getting ready to go into motherfucking captivity. No, Esau trying to goddamn, New Living Translation. That ain't what the fuck that meant, you goddamn devil. You translated that wrong. It say, and God's holy people must endure persecution patiently and remain faithful, which that's true, but what it mean, he that lead from the captivity, let go into captivity. You Edomites led into captivity, so you crackers, so-called white people, you Edomites are finna go into captivity. You kill with the sword, now it's required. If blood defiles the land, you can't cleanse the land but by the blood of him that shed it. And this land is finna be cleansed, but it'll never be inhabited again. And how's this land gonna be cleansed? By the blood of you people, man. At least you repent. Because the sword is going to devour this land. And the sword that's going to devour this land is going to be what? Those ICBM, thermonuclear. Not just intercontinental ballistic missiles. No, they're going to be intercontinental ballistic thermonuclear headed missiles, man. And each ICBM carry multiple warheads. They don't care. It ain't just one big warhead. No, it's gonna make it across here, and then it's gonna break off to however the max capacity of warheads. And those ICBM be having some warheads in them, man. I know for sure over 10, at least 10 plus 10, 15 or something like that. Warheads, all thermonuclear, and they all the heads are stronger than. They blast power is stronger than the blast power of those old atomic bombs that was dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. You know, they stronger than that. Just one warhead is way more powerful than how those atomic bombs were created. So the destruction gonna be great, and that's the sword that's gonna sweep this place, man. The Lord gonna sweep this bitch with the besom of destruction through thermonuclear destruction, and also the laser beam from the chariots. There's another precept I was trying to find. Let me see. Is it Jeremiah 14:21? Cause you crackers ain't gonna escape, man. Motherfuckers ain't escaping a goddamn thing. You're guilty. So like I'm trying to find one. Damn, what is that precept? Damn, what's that precept? I can't even quote it right now. I know it's in Jeremiah. If I see it, I know. It might not be in Jeremiah. Let's just go on. I gotta find that precept. Like, I gotta get my Bible. Cause I know I got it highlighted. I could have sworn it was Jeremiah. My old Bible. Let me get this old so like it. I'm finna find that precept. I thought it was Jeremiah 21:14. But I'm obviously wrong. I gotta get me another one of these big mugs right here. I'm gonna go find one more. Matter of fact, I need big Bible, big words. So like, I'm gonna find this precept and then we go on. Get ready to close it up. Is it Isaiah? That's probably what it is. I'm thinking about Jeremiah. I think it's Isaiah 21:14. Watch this. Watch this, Isaiah. And I think it's 14-21. Isaiah chapter 14. Yep. I knew it. I ain't know it, but I knew it was 14-21. Jeremiah. I was thinking about Jeremiah, but it was Isaiah. Salaki. This the book of Isaiah. Pretty sure brothers get to this point, y'all gonna know what I was looking for. This is the book of Isaiah chapter 14 and verse 21. And it reads, prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their forefather. Why? Why the Lord preparing slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their forefather? Because ye are your children. You know? It say prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their forefather, that they do not rise nor possess the land nor fill the face of the world with cities. For this the book of Isaiah 14-21 in the NLT. Killed this man's children, Edomites. Let them die because of their father's sins. They must not rise and conquer the earth, filling the world with their cities. Y'all ass is grass, man. This what the NLT said. This talking about you fucking Edomites, man. It say this is what the Lord of heaven's armies say. I will myself have risen against Babylon, and I will destroy its children and its children's children, say the Lord. And you Edomites are modern day Babylon. And I will make Babylon a desolation, a place of owls. You know? So the Lord getting ready to bring judgment upon you people for the iniquity of your forefathers. So you can't run from, oh, that was our forefather. My grandma, I ain't never had no slave, nigga, where you finna die for the sins of the NLT, the New Living Translation, say you finna die for the sins of your fathers, man. Goddamn devils, because you are your fathers. Nobody, you don't pay for the sins of your father. The son don't pay for the sins of the parent. Roughly paraphrasing, the children don't pay for the sins of the parents. But you come back in the third or fourth generation, and you Edomites, you know, all you devils did was wickedness to the Lord chosen people. Y'all ain't have kids, and the kids didn't come out wicked as hell and didn't persecute. No, y'all, all you motherfuckers was the same, man. Each generation of you Edomites, so as y'all was coming when we was in that state in transatlantic slavery, hardcore bondage, each and every generation of you devils was doing the same thing. That's why your whole nation is finna pay, man. You fucking devils finna pay. I don't know how, no other easy way to bring this message to you, man. Besides your ass is grass. All right, let's get these last two. I'm gonna get up out of there. This the book of Colossians, and these was up in this video I'm finna play, but I'm gonna read them and then play this video. And Lord willing, this will edify. This the book of Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8. It reads, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit, after the tradition of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Hamashiach. Yeah, so these are the traditions of men. And ultimately, you celebrating your enemy conquering you. You know? And if you're not a Gadite, so-called Gadite or Reubenite, which this was happening, Thanksgiving was established off the blood of Gad, because they was up there in Connecticut and shit. You know? And the Reubenites were more southeast, you know, more, you know, down south. A lot of people, and I could be a Reubenite, you know, but I thought, our people don't fucking know. I just know my grandfather, father was a so-called Native American. That's what they just said. He is a Native American, you know. But he could have been a Reubenite Native American. He could have been a so-called Seminole Indian, you know. But a lot of people down this way, down south, Alabama, you know, Florida, is Gadites and Reubenites, and they think they just black people. You know what I'm saying? But we go back to Gad and Reuben. And then you got a lot of Judah, Benjamin, Levi. You got a lot of that down here too. Which you got all the tribes in Americas, but it's a lot of people who think they just niggas, you know, think they just black people who lineage go back to the so-called Native American Indians, man. You know, who they lineage go back to Israel, but they, you know, their fathers go back to Gad and Reuben. Let me say that right, because they lineage go back to Israel. Not no Native American Indians. We are the Israelites. We not Native American. We native to the land of Israel. That's our native land. And then Jeremiah. But like the precept said, you know, we can't follow after the customs of these men. You know, you celebrating the downfall of your people, the downtrodden of your people, the oppression of your people, man. And you don't even know, you just do, well, my mama did, man, fuck all that. It's a lot. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 10 and verse 2. It reads, Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Thus saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen, and be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. For the heathen are dismayed at them. Verse 3, it say, for the custom of the heathen, for the custom of the people, the customs of the people are vain. And I'm gonna leave it there because this Jeremiah 10 it's a cut to Christmas. Now I'm gonna read the whole verse 3 and I'm gonna stop at verse 3. It say, for one cutteth a tree out of the forest, the fir tree, the Christmas tree, the work of the hands of the workmen with the axe. And I'm gonna read verse 4. It say, and deck it with silver and with gold, and fasten it with nails and with hammers, that it move not. So, hey man, hey, the Lord is against these so-called holidays. You Edomites. The shit y'all doing is some very bold and brave shit, and you gonna pay for it. Lord gonna fuck you motherfuckers up, man. Lord gonna get so exclusive with the judgment he gonna bring on you Edomites. It's gonna be, it's gonna be beautiful. So at the end of the day, like the title of the lesson say, true justice is coming, man. And the Lord gonna fuck you people up. And when I say you people, I'm talking about you heathen, you so-called the enemies of Israel. You people that's ruling the world in this current state, which are the so-called white people. And all you nations that gathered around this man who helping to fight for his new world order and establishing and not telling the Israelites that they were the Lord chosen people. Y'all ain't try to put us to rest, as the scriptures say. Y'all full with the affliction. The dogs came and licked our swords. You other nations, y'all the dogs, man. In the story of Lazarus and the rich man. Lazarus was the representative of the Israelites, and the rich man was the so-called white man. You fucking international bankers. You Edomites. And it is what it is, man. Hey, live it up. Enjoy your last few moments, because boy, you ain't gonna know what chilling feel like. You ain't gonna rest on the Sabbath, man. You're gonna be so goddamn tired and exhausted. And then we gonna have big ass mosquitoes and fleas and all kind of shit. Fucking man, we meditate terror on you devils, man. The kingdom of heaven is not gonna be pleasant for you fucking heathen until righteousness is engraved in you through the sword, through harsh labor, through chastisement, through righteous judgments, and you Edomites gonna be done away with, and that's how it's gonna go. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying. I want to end to giving all honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kodash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, Rule Web, and a great example to his younger brothers in the truth, and peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. Shalom, Kwam Yashala, and Abba, Shalom.
You've been lied to. Thanksgiving Day is a massacre that supports Native American genocide. When you think of Thanksgiving, you probably imagine the Pilgrims and Indians sitting together with a giant turkey and breaking bread. But the truth is, this never happened. That's because the first Thanksgiving was a massacre. While many cite back to the autumn of 1621, when natives and pilgrims celebrated the autumn harvest as the first Thanksgiving, first actual Thanksgiving was in 1637. And that's because Massachusetts Bay Colony Governor John Winthrop declared it a day of Thanksgiving after the massacre of Native people. Hundreds of Pequot men, women, and children were slaughtered in what is now Mystic, Connecticut. And after this was done, John Winthrop declared it a day of Thanksgiving. And it wasn't until Abraham Lincoln, the president, that took lands away from tribal members to give to settlers to further his railroad, and also was responsible for the largest mass execution in United States history, which was of 38 Dakota members. Yep, he's the one that declared Thanksgiving as an official holiday in the United States. So how can you celebrate the somber day of Thanksgiving respectfully? I'm not telling you can't have turkey or spend some time with your family. Maybe start your meal with a land acknowledgement. Use resources like nativeland.ca or the app and website Whose Land to see whose land you're currently occupying. Look into Native American groups and causes that you could donate to. Support Native American activists, authors, and chefs. Take some time to learn about Native American causes or what issues are currently facing Native American people.
The second Thanksgiving is what's represented right here on this pole. Mystic Massacre is what we call it. The Pequot War. It goes by many names. It happened in 1637 down in Connecticut. Owners of the now established Foxwoods. The Pequot people were burned alive in the middle of their sleep at night in 1637. Mass Bay Colony, Plymouth Colony, Providence Plantation, Mystic Seaport, all English colonies banded together to burn women and children while they slept in a village at night. They barricaded the exit. They did not allow anyone to leave. They wanted them to burn. They were proud that they burned. This country was proud to write. We could smell their burning, rotting flesh for over a mile away. It's written, folks. Please read it on your own. I am not making this up. Stephen King can't make this up.
I'm Donna, and I'm here with my friends to tell you the real history behind this holiday. Growing up, I knew that what they told you in school about Thanksgiving wasn't true. That's not the true story. The true story behind Thanksgiving was, after every killing of a whole village, these European settlers celebrated it, and they called it Thanksgiving. But it wasn't until Abraham Lincoln became president that it became an official holiday.
He ordered 38 Dakota men to be hung for war crimes after the sacred holiday Christmas.
We take this time to remember our elders who lost their lives due to what really happened. Usually my mom makes a Native American dish for us and we pray.
Growing up, I would be kind of annoyed that they didn't know what actually happened on Thanksgiving and that they're actually celebrating the deaths of many people and many tribes that were lost.
Whether it's to give thanks or to be with your family, you should learn how the holiday was established in the first place.
I'm thankful for being born indigenous to this continent.
I'm thankful that I still have my culture.
I'm thankful that my elders kept our culture alive all these years.
I'm thankful to be indigenous, resilient, and alive.
I'm thankful for us all to be able to stand together, stand strong, and stand as one.
Happy Thanksgiving, America.